Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm really excited to show you this batch of rocks. This is an entire batch of Bingamite. Now Bingamite is a rare type of agate found only in the Cuyuna Iron Range, and it's pretty cool. But before I show off some of these tumbled rocks, I want to show some of these cabochons that I made out of it. Now I made these back in October when I took a trip to Michigan, and Rob let me use his lapidary equipment, so that was pretty fun and I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. But let's get into the actual rocks because these are really cool. Now you might not know, but Bingamite displays this effect here that you can see in the red really well, and it's called Chatoyancy. Basically, Bingamite is a pseudomorph of some type of iron formation. So what happens is the chalcedony basically replaces these fibrous crystals, and what you get is this effect getting reflected within the rock. Now it comes in red, and it also comes in yellow. And this rock is really cool. I love this one. And I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the different colors depend on what iron mineral inclusion there are in there. So my guess would be that yellow would be what's called goethite, and red would be hematite, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you can see how the light kind of reflects in there. This one's cool because it's got kind of these what look like cracks in it, but if you get the glare on there, I mean there's a couple of them there, but like right there, there is not a crack. So that's actually down into the rock. And you'll notice a lot of these rocks are not the best. Like this one has like a lot of pitting around it. Some of them have a lot of cracks and stuff. And that's just how this rock is. It's kind of frustrating to tumble because it's really fragile. I'm not sure what that yellow is. This one is just weird because it has a really bright yellow mineral. But you can see the chatoyancy in this red here. This one is really chatoyant. This is another one of my favorites. I like how these parts, like these black parts here, are lined in silver. And then this one's got red and gold in it. So they're just gorgeous rocks. Here's another one that has red and gold. And the Chatoyancy is kind of hard to see, but it kind of looks like it's getting lighter. Or like there's almost like a glare on it. That's actually the Chatoyancy. That the white part, or the white light, is the glare, and then this kind of lighter part is the Chatoyancy. This one's not hard to see. But there's lots of little pits around. So a lot of these I just had to call early because I didn't want to lose cool parts of them. Here's another yellow one. It's kind of weird, they look almost like wood. This one doesn't have any Chatoyancy to it, but it just has some really cool patterns in it. And here you can see it was kind of starting to form. You can see those veins of crystals. This one's just got a little bit of Chatoyancy in that red there. There you can see that band of reflected light. This one has a really bad spot in it. And the reason I left that there is because there was some green here that I wanted to save, but then that didn't turn out either. Oh well, it's still really pretty. Here's another one that's mostly quartz. or chalcedony. I'm guessing the black parts are manganese, because there's a lot of that in the Cuyuna Iron Range. This one's kind of weird. This one has chatoyancy, but it's really subtle. You can see it in the like these veins here. That's a neat rock. All those swirling iron minerals there. And then you got the red and yellow at the top. The back of this one is not as good. Not sure what happened there. Obviously it undercut. So this is obviously a softer mineral than that. This one just has some really cool colors. This one's cool. I love how that, they also call this silkstone. And I love how the light shimmers off of this red here. And how these patterns just kind of shift, and some are brighter than others depending on the light. It's just a really neat rock. It doesn't show up as well on camera, unfortunately. Another one with some interesting patterns going on. And just a tiny bit of chatoyancy in the center stripe there. This one doesn't look like much until you get it on the sides. This one has some bad spots, but it's still really, really cool. Here's one that has a bad crack in it, but if I had tumbled that all away, I would have lost this little bit of chatoyancy that's there. I'm not actually sure this one came from the Cuyuna Iron Range, and the reason I say that is because it has these little oolites in it. Then the other side definitely looks like it came from the Iron Range. So, I don't know. Alright, that's about all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.